When the broadcasting authorities told me that in order to keep our franchise we would have to provide more airtime for minority groups, as managing director of this station, I, Sir Norman Tonsell, was of course delighted. I'm well aware that we live in an uncaring society. I myself certainly do. I don't care about anyone. My first suggestion was that we run an early morning show fronted by our Asian and African friends catering for their special interests and called Breakfast with the Bimbos. For some unaccountable reason, the broadcasting authorities were less than enthusiastic about this, so I then suggested that as we broadcast over 8,000 hours of radio a year, we could allow all the different minority groups in the country to share a 30-minute slot. And, this is what we're going to do today in our link-up with Radio 4. It's a marvellous opportunity for you to hear a whole range of puffs, wogs, wops, spics, greaseballs, junkies, psychopaths, and, of course, Welshmen.
Well, many thanks to Sir Norman there, and welcome to our special Minorities programme, in which we'll be trying to aid our local community.
Obviously, some of the people we speak to won't be as well-spoken or clever as we are, so the standard of broadcasting may not be up to its usual standard of broadcasting. But we hope this won't spoil your enjoyment of the programme.
Also, much of the jargon used by ethnic minorities may be foreign to you and include words and phrases of an uncultured and banal nature.
Yes, indeed.
So, with the big time fast approaching the top of the hour, let's run the show now. Up the flagpole and see you salute.
What?
Radioactive Minority Show!
Well, immigrant communities the world over are on the increase, and it's often surprising to see which areas become popular with certain nationalities. The largest population of Greeks anywhere in the world, outside of Athens, for example, is in Melbourne. What they see in the sleepy Cambridgeshire village is difficult to understand. Mr. Saranyeva, formerly of Harrow and Katarzyna Street, Budapest, now of Dingwall Road, Croydon, gives his reasons for moving here.
In England, we are free. We can say what we think and we can do what we like.
I see.
For example, I was in Woolworths yesterday.
That's advertising.
Oh, well, I was at the shops yesterday and I hear on the radio the BBC News.
Wrong side.
What?
That's the wrong side. I have to say radioactive news.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
That's blasphemous.
Oh,
I'm afraid we had to bleep out the rest of what Mr. Saranyeva said. But we did get a very positive response from Mr. Char Sui of Soho.
Yeah, we live in Soho because our people actually are Chinese. We will have restaurants, so very happy.
And why do you all come over here then?
I think it's because the food is so good.
If you're weak and dumb and despairing, think that no one's bothered or caring, Radioactive gives you an airing now.
Well, now we come to an item that I've been looking forward to very much on this show, cookery. And I'm very pleased to have with us Jose Pere and his assistant, Diego Paleta. Now, I believe the recipe that you're going to tell us about is an old South American one.
This is right. It's a very old recipe.
Is it basically a Spanish recipe?
No, it's earlier, even I think, than Spanish. It's a recipe, I think it goes back to ancient South American Indians.
Fascinating.
And this recipe, in fact, has been in Diego's family for hundreds of years. Now, Diego here. Now, we prepare it all in a large saucepan that Diego has brought along. And now, first, we put this on the stove with a little olive oil. And now, if my assistant will pass me the chilies. Chilies, some pistachio nuts.
Pistachio nuts?
And some garbanzos.
Garbanzos.
Yes. The type of bean that we have. We stir that up. We start to get a thickish sauce.
What happens now?
And now if my assistant would just like to get into the large saucepan. Now I sprinkle a little rosemary over him.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Rosemary is a type of herb.
Yes, I know that, but I don't understand what your assistant is doing in the saucepan.
Well, it is necessary for him to slowly absorb the sauce.
Why?
Well, it makes him more tender, you see. Get right down in the sauce, Diego.
I'm sorry, but this may sound awfully stupid of me, but you're not about to eat your assistant, are you?
No, of course not.
Oh, good.
He won't be cooked for another few hours yet. Now, Diego, you like to swallow some cloves of garlic now?
I thought you said that this was a traditional family recipe from Diego's family.
See, members of Diego's family have been eating like this for generations.
Oh, no, get him out!
You want to taste him already?
No, I don't want to taste him at all.
What's wrong with me?
Oh, now you upset him. You're upset, Diego. You want to know what's wrong with him.
Oh, nothing. I like him exactly as he is.
She want to eat me raw?
No!
I told you to fatten up for this show, Diego.
It's no good. I have these stomach bugs.
No, you disgrace me.
Oh, please.
This is the last time I try to cook you.
Oh, let's go over and see how Mike is getting on.
Ah, I see. You're already cooking someone called Mike.
No!
What gas setting do you use?
Radioactive.
Well, throughout the program today, we're giving various minority groups the opportunity to air their grievances. And right now, it's a chance to hear from someone who wants to talk about discrimination against dwarves.
Yes, that's right. No one in the media seems to take dwarves seriously. We never get a fair hearing. You don't even lower the microphones for us.
Well, thanks very much, little man.
Hey, not so much of the little man. I can tell you we dwarfs are sick and tired of people making fun of our height.
Right, well, thanks very much. We'll certainly try and treat you with more respect in future. We dwarves.
The next minority group we're going to be concentrating on is the Eskimo, a group we don't really hear much about in Britain today. I have with me Nook, an Eskimo who lives in Putney. Hello, Nook.
Hello, Anur.
Now, Nook, all we really know about Eskimos is that you live in igloos, you rub noses, catch fish, and when you get too old, you're put out to die. Obviously, there must be more to being an Eskimo than that.
Yes, obviously that's not all we do. I should think that living in igloos, rubbing noses, catching fish and leaving old folk out to die takes about 99% of our time. But we do other things.
For instance?
Well, we build the igloos, we eat the fish, we wipe our noses after rubs, and we bring the dead bodies back in.
Yes, but could you tell us some of the other things you Eskimos get up to?
Surely. You've got to skin the fish, cut the tail and the head off. You can keep the tail because they're quite useful for wiping your nose after a good rub. Take out the backbone, heat it up, eat the fish, by which time you probably want to nip out of the igloo to perform your ablutions. And a useful trick here, Anna, is to use the same hole in the ice from which you had previously extracted the said fish. Always making sure you don't trip over somebody who's lying out to die. So, you see, it's not just igloos, fish noses, and death.
Indeed.
No.
How do you keep yourselves amused?
Oh, well, Anna, there's lots of ways, really. One of my personal favourites is to pretend I'm going fishing and then just leave myself out to die for a joke.
A laugh and a half, Nook. Thank you for joining us.
Radioactives. Minorities, Theo.
Well, now we turn our attention to minority sports. And over the last few years, there's been an increasing interest in Asian martial arts. Judo, karate, kendo, ikado, and now the latest to arrive, jitsaki. Mike Channell, himself a keen golfer, spoke to the founder of the local jitsaki club and asked him in what way it differs from other martial arts.
In what way it differs from other martial arts?
Well, unlike most martial arts, which are purely forms of self-defense, jitsaki, you see, is purely a form of unprovoked aggression.
I see. And how does it work, then?
Oh, well, you stand like this, all right, feet apart,
Yeah, right.
arms raised, chest level, forearms crossed in front of you, and I creep up from behind and jump on top of you.
Oh, I see. Well, can we see someone else demonstrate this, then?
Oh, yeah. Deborah and Simon are going to show us now.
Girls can take part in this, can they?
Oh, yeah, they're rather good at it, actually. They've often got longer nails. That's it, taking their stance, arms raised, feet apart, and...
Get off!
Oh, you bastard!
Yeah, now that's a very good example there of a short jitsaki bout.
What exactly is the difference between this and a general free-for-all fight?
Well, it's a sport for a start, you know. In fact, it's a very popular sport.
Well, if you're a 3-year-old in the playground, I suppose... Ow, let go of my hair!
Don't tell me it's not artistic.
Radioactive
Hello, Pamela. I've I've just been to the summer sale at JK's Carpet Warehouse. They've got loads of great bargains from only $2.99 a square yard. Free delivery and free fitting too. Hurry down to JK's Carpet Warehouse, Purley Road, Croydon now. Open late Thursday.
Pamela, it's for you.
Hello? Hello, Pam. I've just been to the summer sale at JK's Carpet Warehouse. They've got loads of great bargains from only $2.99 a square yard.
Sue?
Free delivery and free fitting too. Hurry down to JK's Carpet Warehouse, Purley Road, Croydon now.
Sue, you're talking like an advert again.
Am I?
Yes.
Well, so would you if you'd just been to the summer sale at JK's Carpet Warehouse.
Poor
They've got
Sue.
loads-
She's got it bad, hasn't she? At Norwood Home for Victims of Advertising, we give women like Sue the peace and quiet and the medical attention they need.
Hello, Pam.
Hello, Sue. How are you feeling?
Much better, thanks.
How's the Norwood Home for Victims of Advertising?
It's all right. They've got loads of great nurses, beautiful gowns, just for £100 a week.
Sue?
And look how white my straitjacket is.
So, Mr. Swift, we haven't seen you at church for a while.
No, that's right. Well, what with the garden to do and the house needing redecorating, and you know what it's like with the children, always the unexpected, well, we just don't seem to have got round to it.
Well, how about next Sunday?
Oh, well, I just remembered I've arranged to play squash with my brother-in-law. But I mean, we'll drop into church one of these days, don't you worry. Actually, we get along pretty well with our church these days, to tell you the truth.
How about the week after next?
Oh, I never planned that far in advance. I mean, 2 weeks, the whole world could blow up in that time.
That's right.
Come to church. You may not live to regret it.
Feeling oppressed cause
You're in a minority,
feeling a terrible
inferiority.
just for the moment.
You're in a majority.
Radioactive Minority Show.
Well, this programme has already given us the opportunity to hear about some rather out-of-the-ordinary minorities, and it's the turn now of religions. With me, all the way from the island of Sampan, just off the coast of India, is Ramat Sung, who is a Masalam. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Now, tell us a little bit about the Masalam religion, then.
Well, Mike, it is somewhat similar to Islam, but we have our own sacred days.
Yes. I believe one of the main ones is called Ranadin. Sorry?
You see, in Masalam, the utterance of the name of our sacred day must be followed by a chant of religious devotion.
I see. Well, besides Ranadin... Yes, besides that, I believe you have several other sacred days.
Yes, indeed. There is Danarin.
Danarin.
Yes.
No chant of religious devotion for Danarin, then.
No chant for Danarin, unlike Ranadin.
When does Danarin fall?
Danarin falls every year on what you call March the 1st.
Ah, the same date as our St. David's Day. I'm sorry, are you saying St. David's Day is a sacred day in Masalam?
Oh, no, that was the chant for the third mention of Danarin. It's not as sacred as Ranadin. So it gets a chant every third mention.
Right. Well, perhaps we could turn to the basic belief of Masalam.
Yes, the fundamental belief of Masalam is that all of us on the island of Sampan will one day return to the home of our fathers.
And where's that?
Kingston upon Thames.
Well, thank you for coming and putting us so much in the dark about Masalam.
Thank you, Mike.
And let's go over and join the lovely Anna Dapter.
It may surprise any visitor to Britain how many small communities there are left speaking a language that bears no similarity to the Queen's English. Scots Gaelic, Irish Gaelic, Welsh, Brummie, and, of course, Cornish. And the latter is all the more remarkable for the fact that they claim a native speaker of the old Cornish language can understand a Frenchman who speaks the old Breton dialect. And I have one of each with me now. Firstly, Jack Trelawney from Penzance. Well, that's quite extraordinary. What did you say?
Well, I asked him if it was the first time he'd been to England.
And what did he say?
He said he couldn't understand a word I was saying.
Well, that's a great success, then.
No.
Maybe you could ask him if he speaks English at all.
All right. Do you speak English at all?
No, I meant in his own language.
Oh. Waar je niet in de burger voor?
Dozen de mil full beste.
What did he say?
He said he'd have a cheese sandwich and a coffee.
We We don't seem to be getting through to him.
That's because he's a slimy froggy.
Hey, who are you calling a slimy froggy?
Oh, well, you seem to understand that all right.
Garnish bastard.
You French stick.
Well, let's leave them there as we go back and join Mike Channel.
Radioactive gives you an airing now.
Well, the radioactive drama rep have been doing their bit for Minorities for years by employing the most deadbeat actors they could lay their hands on. And for their live production today, they were asked to come up with a drama along the lines of Gandhi and Jewel in the Crown, a piece centred around the search for independence by the Indians. They came up with something called Custer's Last Stand. To persuade them that they had the wrong sort of Indians was the work of a mere 4 hours, but they finally agreed to produce another historic piece of live drama that they have called Goodbye India.
India, 1946.
Wasim! Wasim! Where's my damn houseboy?
Sab?
Ah, Wasim.
Yes, Colonel Kingsley Sab. You're wanting fresh and Chottapeg, or will Sahib be waiting till Mensab is getting back?
No, I'm going down the club. Carry my bags, will you? Carry my bags, Wasim.
Oh, look, Sahib. Mensab's come back.
Deirdre phoned. She's taking a trip and she wants me to go with her.
Where to?
She's going to call Calcutta. She's going to Calcutta.
Is she? Well, you'll just have to put her off. I've just heard we're pulling out of India.
Britain decides to pull out. Tragedy for India.
Well, Harold, I suppose this is the end of the Raj. The end of the Raj. What a pity I never got to see the Taj Mahal. Still, at least we can take one last look at the temple.
You must take off shoes before entering the temple.
Yes, of course.
You know, frankly, Daphne, I won't be sorry to leave India. The flies, the heat, the endless stream of buggers, beggars.
Goodbye, Wasim.
Goodbye, Mensab. Here, Mensab, a present for you.
Come in the train, darling. The rains have started.
Goodbye, India.
That was Goodbye, India.
Radioactive minority program.
Transvesticism is, of course, a subject for many jokes, but for some people it is a serious problem. What makes a man dress up as a woman? Dr. Alan Jones.
Well, I think it's a latent desire to let out the feminine side, the gentle side. A desire to reach out for something comforting in an increasingly hostile world.
Is it?
Well, that's why I do it anyway.
A transvestite can be the most apparently normal person. This scene was recorded in an ordinary suburban house.
Right, well, I'm off, dear.
Brian?
Yeah?
Are you going out like that?
What do you mean? Oh, right, yeah, it's stupid of me. Sorry, I forgot my briefcase.
No, Brian, I meant... It's just that... Well, I think you're wearing my bra and knickers.
What on earth makes you think that?
They're on your head.
Well, with me now is a self-confessed transvestite by the name of Bubbles. Bubbles doesn't want to be known by her male name. Now, you have a job, don't you, Bubbles? What do you do?
I'm a spot welder.
And do your workmates know about Bubbles?
Oh, sometimes I come into work dressed up as Bubbles. Quite a thing at work. Me and me gold lammy cocktail dress, fishnet stockings and tin hat.
And have your workmates come to terms with Bubbles?
Oh, well, it's just part of everyday life to them now.
They accept her?
No, every day they call me stinking poof and beat me up.
And now, Radioactive presents...
Commercial time.
Smooth and Shine, the gentle shampoo from L'Oreal. Smooth and Shine is so smooth, so gentle. And you can wash your hair as often as you like, because Smooth and Shine shampoo cares for your hair. Smooth and Shine strokes and pampers every last strand and caresses each root and follicle. It cries when you have split ends and weeps openly when you leave the bathroom. Smooth and Shine will wait up for you at nights just to make sure you're all right, and it will send you a Valentine each year, just in case no one else does. Smooth and Shine, the sensitive shampoo that loves and cares for you without being too possessive, because it realizes you have your own life to lead and respects you as a human being.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, June.
Whatever are you wearing, Mary?
I'm wearing a red lace 36C bra with matching knickers, June.
No, on top of that, Mary.
Oh, this coat, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, well, June, it's the new campers all-purpose anorak from Robinson's at Watford.
It's jolly smart, Mary.
Yes, June, and just look, inside it has 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets, all with zips or velcros.
How many pockets, Mary?
1, 2, 3, 4, June.
1,200.
No, just 4 pockets, June. Plus a removable lining in gingham, which you can use as a tablecloth.
Oh, that's handy.
Yes, June, and the new campers all-purpose anorak also unfolds to make a full-size parachute for the weekend skydiver. Plus, in the breast pocket, a handy bivouac for those Antarctic expeditions.
Oh, so, where are you going in it, Mary?
I'm not going anywhere in it, June.
Oh, why not, Mary?
I can't move in a ruddy thing weighs a ton.
Radioactive gives you priority. Radioactive Minority Show.
Well, time now for some music, which is going to be requested by a member of one of our minority groups here today. So, what do you want to hear? Yes, you don't have to hum it. Just the title will do. Yeah, well, I'm glad you find it so funny. What is it? Yeah, well, I'm afraid we haven't got murder. So here instead is Jamaican reggae star Eddie Grant. Do you like him? Yes, I thought you would.
Living here in this country, man, it's a terrible bore. What on earth did I want to move to Ethiopia for? I should have stayed with the equals. I might have looked less of a Charlie. I cursed the whole stupid business and put the blame on Bob Marley. And I don't wanna smoke any more dope. This stuff goes right through my head. The thought of just one more joint fills me with dread. This Rastafarian religion is sure a peculiar sect. All this talk about I and I is grammatically incorrect. And if you don't wear your hair in the style of the dreadlock, the people call you names that suggest you were born out of wedlock. And I don't wanna smoke any more dope, 'cause London's where I grew up. And down by the rivers of Babylon is where I grew up.
Jamaican star Eddie Grant there, and with me now is Jamaican Winston Manley. Now, Winston, I know that Jamaicans are famous for their proverbs.
Yes, that is right. Proverbs form a rich part of our culture, encapsulating as they do so much of West Indian philosophy.
Perhaps we might hear one or two of them now.
Right. Banana grow on banana tree.
I see.
Sounds simple, doesn't it?
Yes, what does it mean?
It means all things on earth are predestined. Try to change them as we may, we cannot do so.
Let's see, how about another one then?
Last bus gone, you're walking home.
And that means?
That means man is but a fleeting presence on this earth. There is a destiny that shapes his end, which he is powerless to control.
Right. And another one?
Coconut nice, but hard on the outside.
Meaning?
Wisdom is achieved by those who look for it, but the wheel of fortune grinds the wheat and the chaff together. Also, get out of the way when a coconut falls out of a tree, otherwise it will give you a nasty crack on the head.
One more, then.
One more, This jockey with empty head, him easy, have him leg pulled.
What does that mean?
That means flowers grow best in the springtime.
Fascinating.
Radioactive gives you an airing now.
Well, we still have a great number of people in the studio who wanted to put their views across, but we only have time for a very quick word with one or two of them.
Yes, give Belgium back to the Belgians.
Yes, I thought the Belgians already have Belgium, in fact.
Oh, good. Well, I'll be off then.
Well, thanks for coming.
Right, perhaps we could hear a final word from a representative of Anarchists Against Everything.
No!
No.
Well, I'm sorry that lots of people here haven't had the time to speak, but I'm sure that by all mingling here, they've been able to share some of their ideas with each other. I see that a representative of the campaign to bring back the rope has made friends with a group of sadomasochists from Birmingham. And the man from the legalised cannabis campaign has been happily talking to a large lampstand in the corner of the studio.
Radioactive was performed by Helen Atkinson Wood, Angus Deaton, Geoffrey Perkins, Philip Pope and Michael Fenton Stevens. Music was by Steve Brown and Philip Pope. And the programme was written by Angus Deaton and Geoffrey Perkins, with additional material by John Cantor, Murray Hunter and John Docherty. The producer was Jamie Riggs.
That concludes Radioactive's Minority Program. If you'd like more details on any of the clubs or societies mentioned in this program, there are leaflets in the Radioactive foyer giving names and addresses you should contact, explaining what each society does, how it raises its funds, what projects it's currently working on, what achievements it's accomplished over the last year, how the money is spent, what sort of people are involved, and just what makes them tick. There's a full-page spread on the Clacton Buddhists, and the lovely vegan Vera shows us why she prefers vegetables, plus a cardboard pin-up of Minority sweetheart Jeremy Isaacs. All in the Radioactive Minorities Fun Book, available from the foyer, price £7.50, to ensure minority readership.
Although Wincy, Willis and Clive Dunn deny the charges. Well, start talking about dropping out, freaking and being transported to another astral plane, and most people think about one thing, the Martin Brown Show. But there are some old people out of the Ark, mentioning no names, but Mike Channel might cross your mind, who would immediately think of the late 1960s, and in particular one record, which was a milestone. Rather difficult to play in that case, I would have thought. A milestone in musical history, a record that we now salute today on our show. It was 20 years ago last Tuesday. Yes, it was 20 years ago last Tuesday that you first heard a record that was to epitomise the 60s and sum up the thoughts and dreams of the young generation of that era.
Two little boys.
Today we look back at the making of this musical monument. We ask the people who made it what it meant to them, and more importantly, we seek out the man who wrote this song and shoot him.
But more importantly, we look at the era itself, the spirit of 67, a time of peace, love and rampant drug abuse. A time when, through drugs, some were able to experience what it was like to feel the effect of mind-expanding hallucinations, and others were able to experience what it was like to be dead.
But it wasn't all fun and games. There was a serious side to fatal drug overdoses, as one of our resident guest experts, Dick Long, points out.
Yeah. People very often died from them.
And we'll be coming back to Dick for some more fatuous remarks throughout the show. But first, let's look at the record which started it all.
Do you think I would leave you in this room?
For some, the classic of the 60s, it was to set the mould for all that followed.
and for others an obnoxious Christmas hit that should never have seen the light of day. This record then was the prototype for all to follow.
And our horses will not be toys.
Taken from the album recently released on compact disc, Throw Up a Longer Rolf, Two Little Boys soared to #1 in almost one country.
So, what was so special about it, producer Gus Donald?
Well, you've got to remember what it was like at that time. The Vietnam War, the Paris riots, student demonstrations. And I think all that explains to a great extent people's reaction to the song.
Relief at hearing something peaceful.
No extreme violence.
Nonetheless, the record stands as a useful pointer to the 60s and lays down to make an attractive ashtray.
Well, also with us today, we have Professor Banyard, author of the 60s casebook 8 Miles High, which, as well as describing his sexual activities in aeroplanes, details the hippie culture of the time.
Of course, Two Little Boys pushed back the barriers. I mean, it was the first song to openly talk about homosexuality, and to criticize the military so forcefully, and to take on the big multinational toy manufacturers. And its influence was colossal. I mean, from America to Europe, and even to Japan.
Hito no mokubato, hutari no shone.
Lolf Harris there.
War in Vietnam, riots in every land. It's peace and harmony. That's the way it used to be 20 years ago.
Well, one of the engineers who worked on Two Little Boys is with us now, Adrian Wilmot. Tell me something about the recording techniques you used on the record.
Well, I turned a microphone on, left the studio for 2 minutes, and there it was.
Fascinating. Now, there were a lot of other avant-garde techniques being tried out at that time, weren't there?
Yes, the Beatles were experimenting with recording something on tape and then playing it backwards, and I myself use this technique, as you can hear.
And what does it sound like the right way round?
Like this.
Hang on a minute, you're putting that piece of tape in backwards.
Everyone was stoned and getting high, dropping out and turning on and touching the sky. Yes, everyone around was really hip, you know, about 20 years and 6 or 7 days ago.
Woo! So, was all the free love and hippie peace movement of the 60s a waste of time, or has it had any effect on the way we lead our lives today? Dick Long?
No.
Good, thanks very much. Please don't feel any need to elaborate, will you?
No.
No, fine. Well, let's move on to our resident historian, Professor Banyard. Do you think the hippies of the 60s have had any lasting effects?
Yes.
What?
Well, I don't think anyone will stick flowers in their hair and wear bell-bottom loon pants again.
Well, I'm delighted that we've got with us throughout the show today one of the best-known hippies of the 60s, Emo Hofberg. Hello. Emo, of course, was one of the first advocates of pot smoking, free living, and all the many other things that happened then. Emo, welcome. Yes, of course, he was a great friend of Timothy Leary. And...
Oh, hi.
Hello, Emo. I was just saying you were a great friend of Timothy Leary. What do you remember about him?
Well, thank you very much. I'm delighted to come here.
Well, I'm terribly sorry. Emo doesn't seem to be with us at the moment.
Flapjacks.
So while we're helping him get his head together, let's find out what people remember of that period in the late 60s. Mike Channel went out into the streets to ask passers-by.
Well, I'm here asking people precisely what the...
Get out of the road!
Oh, well, let me just step onto the pavement then and ask people what they remember of the late 60s.
Mini skirts, kipper ties, flared trouser suits.
No, thank you.
Car polish, nail brush,
No, thank you. I was wondering who you associated with the late 60s.
Cliff Richard, Gary Glitter, Pope John Paul...
No, the 1960s.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you meant people who were in their 60s.
No, thank you, yes. Excuse me, sir, who do you associate with the late 60s?
What, politicians, you mean?
No, I was thinking more of musicians.
Oh, well, now, Harold Wilson, Alec Douglas...
No, musicians, sir.
Oh, I see. Well, Bobby Charlton, Sterling Moss...
No, musicians.
I've got you. Cilla Black, Sandy Shaw, Mantovani...
No, musicians, sir. Excuse me, do you have any fond memories of the 60s?
Absolutely not. No, terrible times. Everybody's wandering around with long hair. It's awful.
And what were you doing then?
I was a hairdresser.
Excuse me, what do you think of the 1960s protest singers' idea of put down your guns and pick up your guitar?
Well, it depends on the circumstances.
How do you mean?
Well, a guitar's all right for hand-to-hand fighting, but for long range, you're still going to need a gun like this. Ah!
Serves him right.
Against the stones, the tremolos, Ichiku Park, Peter Sellers, Brigitte Bardot, A Shot in the Dark, Mary Quantz, Jean Shrimpton, the miniskirt craze. 20 years ago, those were the days.
Play it, Eric!
If I can turn back to our guest this week and ask first you, Dick Long, do you think that all the drug-orientated self-exploration of the 60s was pure self-indulgence or interesting experimentation?
I'm not sure, frankly, that I care.
Right, well, a straight answer to a straight question. So what were the radioactive jocks doing 20 years ago? Mike Channel, of course, would be just about to sign on for his pension, while I would be just about to enter kindergarten.
At the age of 19. As he does everything backwards, Nigel Pry, now 30, would presumably be about to celebrate his 50th birthday.
And Anna Dapter would presumably be celebrating her 29th birthday in much the same way as she has been ever since.
What of Martin Brown? Little is known about Martin, as most of the information is classified.
Or certified, more likely.
On the grounds that if the Russians were to find out about Martin and think the rest of the population were like him, they'd invade tomorrow.
We do know, however, that he attended a school run by a Mrs. Broadbent for training dogs.
As a result, after 6 years of intensive tuition, Martin was able to balance a biscuit on the end of his nose.
This might go some way to explaining his slightly unusual eating habits as witnessed in the radioactive canteen.
At the age of 9, having changed schools 7 times, Martin was involved in his first and, as it turned out, his last school play, a brave production of the musical Hair.
Most parents felt that Martin's insistence on being naked throughout the performance would have been more justified had he been in the cast. And not simply a programme seller.
However, Uncle Mike Stan, then an actor in Rep, was so taken with Martin in his performance as naked programme seller that he immediately took him under his wing, as it were, and arranged for Martin to make his stage debut in the chorus of the West End production of Hair.
Good morning, starshine.
Starshine. Dooby-dooby, dooby-la-ba-looby, la-la-la-la-loo.
For once, Martin was singing in a language he understood. Even if no one else did.
Slip into your sandals and your caftan, rattle those beads and say, I'm burning this joystick because it was 20 years ago last Tuesday.
Emo Hofberg.
I'll just get him. Yeah, what do you want?
Never mind.
Cotton buds.
So, who were the people of the 60s? For reasons of economy, Sir Norman Tonsell has commissioned Martin Brown to bring us another in his now deeply unpopular Potted History series. So here now is Martin Brown's Potted History of the 60s. Only one thing around here needs potting. Only problem is he might start propagating.
The 1860s, a decade that bridged the gap between 1850s and the 1870s in a way which almost no other decade could. These were, for many, the most important years...
Martin.
Yes, what?
In case you hadn't noticed, this programme is in fact dealing with the 1960s.
Is it? Yes. Oh, well, I'll do it about the 1960s then, shall I?
If you would.
All right, here we go then. The 1960s, a decade that bridged the gap between the 1850s and the 1870s in a way which almost bridged the gap between the 1950s and the 1970s. I mean, in a way in which almost no other decade could. Yes, there are for many the most important years of the reign of Queen Victoria. It's crossed it out. Queen Elizabeth, when Prime Minister Harold Wilson declared war on Russia and sent his troops to the Crimea. yes, that's all right. No, also around this time, the famous authoress, Enid Blyton, created her famous character Jane Eyre, and musical composer Paul McCartney died. Oh, no. Buddy Holly then, yes. Buddy Holly, yes. And musical composer Buddy Holly died, having spent most of his life deaf. I didn't know that about Buddy Holly. Also, in 1966, the famous explorer, Dr. David Bellamy, was immortalised in a word spoken by his assistants in the jungles of Africa. Ah, Mr. Bellamy, I presume. Later, in 1966, England beat West Germany 4-2 in the World Cup final. Well, I seem to have got that right. I wonder how that happened. Anyway, with a hat-trick by Charles Dickens.
Well, who could possibly tell us less about the 60s than that? Nobody, you would have thought, but alas, no, because the Radioactive Drama Repertory Company have donned their joss sticks and set light to their caftans, and now bring us their own portrait of the time.
The happy movement, the hippie movement, started on the west coast of America, and more specifically, in one particular city.
Chicago.
San Francisco. And soon it was spreading like wildfire to other places like...
Chicago.
England.
England swings like a pendulum do.
And to other cities in America, like Chicago.
I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City. Chicago.
So come with us now as we take a journey down memory lane and remember these whinging 60s. The swinging 60s.
In the summer, everyone was getting their heads together with their trousers. Getting their heads together. With their trousers flared, they started a new look.
Yes, this was the look of the famous hippie movement. Flowers, beads, flowing dresses, Ian Paisley... flowing dresses, Ian Paisley patterns...
Drooping Mexican moustaches were all the rage. George Harrison grew one, and Paul McCartney, and even Princess Margaret. And even Princess Margaret said that she liked them.
My, what exciting and wild times those were. Roger Daltrey summed it up in his famous stuttered song about my generation.
I'm not trying to cause a big sensation. Just talking about my...
Yes, this was the time of love-ins, sit-ins and Bernie-ins. Beans. And, of course, much of the music started to show the influence of drugs.
Yes, everyone was starting to make a hash of cakes. Hash cakes.
Drugs were everywhere, and everyone wanted to have a joint mortgage. To have a joint. Mortgages and responsibilities were forgotten.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh. Wow.
Soon the drugs grew University Professor Timothy Leary. Soon the drugs guru, University Professor Timothy Leary, was showing everyone how to get stoned. His pupils were delighted. Yes, were delighted. And soon everyone was heading for San Francisco.
If you're going to Chicago.
People started to seek inspiration in mysticism, in religion, and in yogurt. Yoga.
Musicians became dissatisfied with music from the West.
I got a brand new combine.
And so they turned to the east. Music whose quiet and slow rhythms brought inner harmony.
George Harrison was keen to experiment, and with the help of Ravi Shankar, he started on a babysitter. Babysitter.
So, whack, tell me, how do you people in India play this, whack?
It takes many years to learn to play like a real Indian like me, like.
And so the year ended with everyone turning to the east and chanting for Hare. Hare Krishna.
It was 20 years ago last Tuesday. And Sergeant Pepper told the band to say, can we have 3 chicken kormas and some poppadoms, please?
Sad but true. Oyvind Binstrup, what was the music scene like in Norway in the 60s?
Anna, we were a little backward. Most people still then had their wind-up gramophones.
It's wind-up.
No, Anna, it's not a wind-up, it's true. But many Norwegian groups were influenced by the music around at the time, like the Norwegian band who based themselves on the Beatles.
What were they called?
The Beatles. The Lovable Merp Chips. They had a big hit with All You Need Is Olaf.
Any other British artists have much influence?
Anna, Cat Stevens, he was very influential on the Norwegian Kurt Stevens. He brought out a Norwegian version of Matthew and Son.
And what was that called?
Magnus and Magnusson.
And did you have any equivalents of the hit groups of the 60s?
Anna, Crosby, Sturz, Nurs and Jungriksen. And Jefferson Tractor. And of course there were Sorensen and Garfunkelsen. They had a big hit with Mrs. Robinsonson.
Yes, but I suppose you didn't have any black acts, did you?
Oh, Anna,
And who were they?
The Fjord Tops.
And now we take you back today to 20 years ago last Tuesday.
Let's go to San Francisco by the Flower Pot Men. Did you know them at all, Emo?
Oh, yes, very well, very well. Obba lobba flubba.
No.
Flubba lobba lobba.
Little weed. Yes, we know you took a little weed, and that's why you have to go around all the time with a trained nurse.
Well, I've been told that Paul Simon was very big in the 60s, which surprises me because he seems absolutely tiny today. Must be the drugs, I suppose. But in any case, he's still around, achieving massive success with his recent highly acclaimed and widely picketed album.
I'm a short guy, and I sure try to hide it. I got platforms on the soles of my shoes. Platforms on the soles of my shoes. Man, I was so happy when I found the commercial prospects of the African sound. Make another album, I won't be no failure this time. Gonna check out the ethnic music of Australia. Going to Bruceland. Going to Bruceland. I got Australian in my soul, I guess I always knew it. I'm gonna blow my own didgeridoo, it's a good trick if you can do it. Gonna buy a boomerang and shake it loose. I will call you Sheila, and Sheila you can call me Bruce. I'm going to Bruceland. Good day, sport. Going to Bruceland. Well, I've come to Australia where there's sun and sand and sex. Who cares if the music is a load of old 4X? Now I have listened to music from Peru to Paris. But I never heard nothing quite as dreadful as Ralph Harris. Going to Bruceland, Bruceland. Going to Bruceland. I may be a short guy, but I'm gonna be big down under.
Simon with a touching homage to his musical mentor, Rolf Harris. Well, many of those classic 60s records are now being brought out on compact disc, which enables us to hear all the background detail which we missed before.
Sorry about that. Have I missed my cue?
No, it's coming out in a minute.
All right. Can I have a look at the paper while I'm waiting?
Yeah, well.
Oh, there's nothing in it, God. I'm bored. Yeah, hang on a minute. What's this? Careful. It's all right. They'll never pick it out on the background.
Boys and yeah, that's what I call just a
Hang
big
on.
song.
You're on. Oh, sorry. Right, here we go. Right. Right, that's it. See you later.
It's good today. Or at least last Tuesday. Everybody was protesting. Cause my singing, it gave them indigestion. And my harmonica playing ruptured their intestines.
Bob Dylan, who of course in this year of Rolf became a born-again Christian. Then later in the year, a born-again Hasidic Jew, a born-again atheist, and a born-again Christian again. Which just goes to prove, I suppose, that there's one born-again every minute.
No, it was 20 years ago, last Tuesday. It's time for a commercial break, you know. Oh, that's heavy, man.
On Mars, we are a little different to you. Since we use telepathy, we have no need of a sense of hearing, nor do we need a sense of sight. But some things are similar. For instance, on Mars, we also drink Guinness. Why is that? Because we have no sense of taste either.
Hello. I'm going to talk to some more women about new aerial liquid. Hello, Marjorie.
Hello.
Now, tell me what happened to you when you first tried new aerial liquid.
Well, my daughter was coming out of school and she came up to me and she said, Mummy, I hope you can stand the sight of blood. And she opened a cardigan and sure enough, her innards had been gouged out by a man-eating rhino.
Oh, golly.
Well, you can imagine my reaction.
Yes.
How am I ever going to get those stains out?
Super. Well, I'm starting to be convinced, but then I'm being paid to. So, shall I try new aerial liquid now, or shall I talk to another couple of women first? Or shall I go back to presenting radio programs and stop farthousing around in supermarkets? We'll see.
Great news. I'm going to go it alone.
That's marvellous, darling.
Yes, I'm starting my own company. Dave's with me, Tim's with me, Colin's with me. The only thing is, the car will have to go.
But why?
Well, you can't have a top executive like me driving around in a tinny little heap like a Renault.
Well, we all have our own form of stimulants. Mike Channel, for instance, I know is a bit of a one for a cup of tea. But Emo Hofberg, do you still take drugs?
No, I've dropped them.
Really?
Yes, I've dropped them in this teapot by mistake.
I see. Well, let's go over and join Mike Channel, who I see has just floated past the window of Studio 3. No doubt enjoying his trip into middle-aged Fantasyland.
I'm flying on the back of a giant albatross. And he's carrying me to a magic land where I have all my own teeth again. And all the things I most want in the world. Teas-made clock radio. Subscription to the Daily Telegraph. Beautiful women are beckoning me. I run towards them, throwing off my surgical appliance, and now air is full of music, and it's the most beautiful sound. It's Vince Hill singing Edelweiss. Now I'm in a big chair. Oh, it's a wonderful, mystical chair. It's Val Dunican's rocking chair. Oh, what a delight. I've just met David Vine, and now he's changing. His face is filling out, and his hair is parting in the most fantastically unbelievable way. He's turned into Robert Robinson. I'm appearing on Call My Bluff, and I've just...
And as Mike Channel floats away, we can talk to Nigel Pry, who has just floated past in the opposite direction, clutching his teacup.
Yes, all odd to feel man Pry, all around swirl strange. Yes, literally disorientated now outside, body fly Pry, and what now happened feeling? Yes, wow, yes, most odd. Completely unnatural what is happening. Well, how quite extraordinary. My speech has started to become completely jumbled. All my words have just started to tumble out in the wrong order. For the first time in my life, I feel as if I'm not making any sense at all. Well, this is probably quite impossible for you to understand, so I'd better stop talking now and wait until I feel a little more like my normal self again. And over to you, Mike.
Thank you, Nigel. We should get you stoned more often.
Better now. Sorry, Mike. All now clear. Literally sense talking.
Oh, dear. So that about wraps up our look at the 60s. Our thanks to our expert guests who were good enough to give up their time, and to Emo Hofberg, who was a cabbage.
Radioactive was performed by Helen Atkinson Wood, Angus Deaton, Geoffrey Perkins, Philip Pope and Michael Fenton Stevens. Song by Steve Brown and Philip Pope. The programme was written by Angus Deaton and Geoffrey Perkins. The producer was David Tyler.
Later on tonight, you can hear our school's nighttime broadcasting. At midnight, there's Perception of Higher Maths. At 1:45, there's Wildlife of the Hinterlands. And finally, at 1:45, hooray, nobody's listening, so I can make a lot of rude noises, presented by the Right Reverend Wright.
The sound there of the congregation from the sound there of the congregation of the Church of St. Littlebodies, where today
And Isaiah said unto the Pharisees, would some power the gifty gie us to see ourselves as others see us? Isaiah chapter 67, verse 14. And he blessed them, and peace reigned over the land of Judea. Amen. Over to you, Mike.
Well, thanks very much, Mike. Reverend Mike, I should say. We'll hear from you again a little later on. But right now it's time to get the fun rolling with another edition of our Sunday show, God Alone Knows. Yes, thank you. That's the sound of Nigel Pry there on the organ. Seems to be getting better. Yes, a very good Sunday morning to you all. All the usual hymns, prayers and dedications, and the lines to God will be open for the next half hour. So give us a...
485 6242.
Yep, that's the number to ring if you want to...
111
That's the number to... That's the number to ring if you want to...
9.
Get through. And today's show is... as always, presented by the Right Reverend Wright. Over to you, Rev.
Thank you, Mike. Lots of fun, as always, and one or two religious bits, but not too many, honestly, so please don't turn off. A few reflections on the nature of faith, the working of miracles, and how best to prepare your Sunday roast. And with me, helping me to host the show, as it were, you see, we do have a sense of humour, several of the radioactive jocks.
We've got fashion, a look at what priests wear under their cassocks. We'll show you how to lose weight without losing your faith, and we look at the relative benefits of the Cambridge diet and Luther's diet of worms.
Yes, indeed, so don't turn off, kids. Well, as always, we like to start God Alone Knows off with a suitable piece of music, and I've had a charming letter from Betty Hope in Bath, who's asked for a hymn that her dear old mother used to sing all the time, even after she was bedridden. Well, It's a lovely hymn, Mrs. Hope, but I'm afraid it's hardly suitable for a modern religious show like this one, so here instead for you is the fabulous sound of Felicity Trod on the Cat.
Just another ordinary band, just as bland as Duran Duran or Wham, but we've got something special, something special that keeps them coming back. I wear it on my head, and it's small, and round, and black. Yeah. The curious blob I wear on top is the second biggest misfit in pop, with my double-barrel name. I sound like I'm in Mansa, but that back-to-front black hat makes me look like Frank Spencer. Why do I wear that hat? Curiosity killed the cat. Curiosity, kill the cat. I take my hat off sometimes. I don't wear it in bed, but now my cat is dead. Poor Tiddles. I can wear Tiddles on my head. Home in bed instead. He's bad home as well. Huh?
Some super pop music there, getting the show off to a jolly nice start. Well, we can now rejoin the Reverend Michael Dunkley for this morning's service as we go over once again to Stamford Cholmley and the charmingly peaceful Church of St Little Bodies.
Hot dogs.
Get your radioactive t-shirts. Here we go. Radioactive t-shirts.
Yes, all right, settle down.
Radioactive t-shirts.
Yes, all right.
Come on. Here we
Get
go.
your t-shirts. Get your t-shirts.
Will you please all be quiet and be seated?
Thank you. Welcome again to the Church of St. Little Bodies. Firstly, let me say how splendid it is to see such a good attendance today. An attendance that I'm sure has nothing to do with the fact that a radio station is broadcasting the service.
Hello, Mum. Can I say hello to someone?
No, you can't. We start by saying that in our service today, God will be speaking to us here. Will we hear him? Probably not if we're wearing Sony Walkmans like the two girls in the front row. Will you take them off, please? Thank you. Let us start today by saying together the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, our Father. No, I'm sorry. Stop. The Lord's Prayer. Surely some of you must know the Lord's Prayer. Gentleman with his hand up.
Can I say hello to someone?
No, you can't. The woman behind you.
Our Father,
Yes.
who art in heaven,
Yes.
Amen.
I'm afraid there's a little more to it than that. Anyone else? The gentleman behind you.
David Walker, hello to everyone who knows me.
Get on with it.
Our Father, which art in heaven.
Yes.
How are you today?
Hallowed be thy name.
Oh, hallowed be thy name. Thanks for the Christmas presents and hope you give us a fine day for the match this afternoon.
Yes, that's it. Thank you. Well, since most of you seem to be here for the singing, let us move on to the first of today's hymns and put your football rattles away. For those in peril on the sea. Yes, thank you, Mrs. Oakenshaw. Thank
Rita
you.
Oakenshaw available for private parties and bar mitzvahs, organs a speciality.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Oakenshaw. Well, never mind. I'm afraid that today's act of worship has been ruined by the shameful desire of everyone here to show off on the radio. I have no choice but to abandon the service and ask you all to leave.
Oh.
But before you go, I'd like, if I may, to do a few impersonations. Mrs. Oakenshaw! And now, the end is near.
In the next half hour, anything goes. 'Cause what's coming up, God alone knows. God alone knows.
Yesterday, in the charming village of Stamford Cholmley, several of our radioactive disc jockeys helped some of the locals organise their church fete. And, as you might expect, we now have a few apologies to make.
First Firstly, apologies to Mrs. Burnett, who made her way, following Nigel Pry's road signs, from her home in Suffolk to the jumble sale in Sussex via North Wales and parts of the Scottish lowlands.
And apologies to a Mr. Chisholm, the winner of our Guess the Weight of the Cake competition. The cake he won had, as he suspected, been made by Nigel Pry, who somewhat rashly in retrospect chose to decorate the cake with ball bearings for added weight. Our apologies go to the Chisholm family for the stomach disorders and to the family cat, sadly shot in his sleep when Mr. Chisholm broke wind.
Get down and boogie, have fun tonight with the very, very reverend. Oh, so very reverend, we're talking reverend. Hell's Teeth, he's reverend, right, reverend, right.
Lovely, lovely. Well, with us as a special guest this morning is someone you probably best know as the lead guitarist of Trouser Experience. Scabby Danger.
Good morning.
Good morning, Scabby. I expect it's rather early for you to get up.
No, I haven't been to bed yet.
Well, now many people think of Scabby as something of a wild man of rock. He's famous, for instance, for sleeping with hundreds of underage girls and taking over 175 types of illegal narcotics. But he's also a man of God.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So, Scabby, do you go to church?
Well, no, I don't believe in organised religion as such, but I have my own way of praying.
And what's that?
Lying under a table with a bottle of special brew.
And of course, that's just as valid as any other way, isn't it? Tell me, do you think that in some way through the drugs you came to meet God?
No, through the drugs I came to meet a giant cocktail onion called Samantha. And later an officer from the Metropolitan Drug Squad called Kevin.
You've always had your religion to fall back on, haven't you?
Well, I've always had the floor to fall back on. You know, God, he's there behind me as well.
He's there behind you on the floor, cushioning the fall, isn't he? Ready to say, ouch, that hurt a bit, but fall on me any time, Scabby.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Scabby has come along today because he's just composed a beautiful new work, and we can just hear an extract from that now. That's lovely, isn't it?
Everybody's singing, all the bells are ringing, everybody's swinging to the show of shows. Get ready to rave. The Reverend Red knows it's God alone knows.
Well as the church fete, all the radioactive jockey men have been helping the people of Stamford Chumley in raising money for the Steeple Fund. And as a result, in particular of Martin Brown's efforts, they are now apparently also launching a Nave Fund and New Window Fund. And right now, I believe we can go over and join Martin.
Yes, indeed. I am indeed here in the parish church of Stamford Chumley, and with me is the warden of the church, Mr. Clifford Halliwell. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Now, this is not a new church, is it?
No.
No. Is it 18th century, Clifford?
No, it's Norman, in fact.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it 18th century, Norman?
The church is Norman.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, Clifford, how did you come to call the church Norman?
I didn't call the church Norman.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, silly me. Oh, yes. No, it was probably called Norman hundreds of years ago. Possibly by the Normans, who knows?
This is the church of St. Littlebodies.
St. Littlebodies, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Norman Littlebodies, yes. Sounds rather like a circus midget, doesn't it? That's enough about churches, I think. Now, Clifford, you're the warden here, yes?
Yes.
Yes, and how many animals do you have to look after?
I'm a church warden.
Yes?
Not a game warden.
No, obviously, no. But how many animals do you have to look after?
I don't look after any animals.
No, but could you say that you do?
Why?
Otherwise, I can't link into the song I've chosen to sing, and I'll have to ask you more about the churches.
Yes, all right. Yes, I look after animals.
Oh, and of course, you talk to them, don't you?
No.
Yes.
Yes, whatever. Just don't let's go through all that bit again about the Normans again.
Oh, yes. Well, I wish I could talk to the animals like you do, Clifford. Oh, and you know, that leads me nicely into the song, which I'm going to sing now, especially for Clifford. If I could talk to the animals.
If I could talk to the animals, oh, what fun we'd have talking to the hamsters and monkeys. Sorry.
He's hot on a guy, he's out of sight. He ain't heavy, he ain't uptight. He's in the groove, day and night. He's the right, Reverend Right.
Lovely. I've not heard that hymn before. Well, one of the hymns that we sing most often here on God Alone Knows is the ever-popular "Oh, Drop Kick Me Jesus Through the Goalposts of Life." And with the football season well underway, it seems particularly appropriate that we should consider the world as a football pitch, Jesus as a centre forward, and ourselves as his ball. Because whenever we're in the thick of things, whenever we're battling away in the goal mouth of life, what we're really waiting for is Jesus to thwack us round the head with a size 10 football boot, send us hurtling towards an 8-foot steel crossbar. Aren't we? Of course, a lot of people say, Vicar, life's nothing like a football match. You're a doddery old windbag who doesn't know what he's talking about, and you should have retired years ago. But they're the doubters, they're the non-believers. And I'm reminded of the story of the fisherman and the goat. Very funny story. Quite unsuitable for a programme like this. Anyway, that's all from me. Let's go over now and join one of the radioactive jockey people.
Well, we've heard quite a bit recently about the controversial American evangelist Jim Phibbs, who launched a television appeal called Give Me $5 Million by Tuesday, or I'll get God to give your family bubonic plague. And last week, he was found in flagrante with a 20-year-old model whom he claimed he was interviewing for a possible position as a missionary. An explanation which was at least partially believed.
This is Mike Flex welcoming you to another one of my master quizzes.
Mike Flex presents his master quiz.
Yes, welcome once again to our regular Sunday morning quiz, which I'm sure you know by now is called A Question of God.
A question of God.
That's right. Each team consists of 2 sportsmen with a religious expert as captain, and captaining Team A is the Bishop of Burnley, an expert on St. Paul, and captaining Team F is an expert on the Reformation and the moderator of the Church of the Friends of the Brother of the Second Cousin Twice Removed, Graham Henderson. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, Bishop, home or away?
Home.
Home, right. Your home subject, of course, is St. Paul. St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians is one of the most important statements of Christian ethics. How much was the postage? No, I'm afraid I can't accept that. Your answer, in fact, exactly the same as my question. So, over to Team F, everything to play for. Moderator, home or away?
I'd like to go home, please.
No, would you like a question on your specialised subject, the Reformation, or on pop music?
The Reformation.
Surprising, never mind. In 1435, King Henry VIII broke away from the church in Rome.
Yes.
Who recorded I'm Henry VIII, I Am?
The faintest idea.
No, it was in fact Joe Brown. Joe Brown and the Brothers, of course. Now, I can give you a bonus. It could win you the competition. What did he do more than once?
Well, it's not really a religious question, but I know it anyway. The answer is married. He married 6 times.
No, he repeated the words I am in the second line of the song. I am. So there you see, very bad luck. That's the end of the quiz, 0-0. As always, see you again next week for A Question of God, when the Bishop of Liverpool and the Chief Rabbi will be joined by Emmeline Hughes and Frank Bruno.
And you've been at all time alone. One thing sure to resurrect you. That's the God alone knows show.
Reverend, what does Sunday mean to you? You know, that's a question that I'm asked barely ever. And I'd like to discuss it with you now. Because Sunday means different things to different people, doesn't it? To some, it means roast lamb and the Observer. To others, it means a day of the week that falls between Saturday and Monday. And to those who speak Hungarian, it means liquid gumption. For me, Of course, it's roast lamb and the Observer every time. And if not the Observer, then mint sauce. But that's all by the
Well,
by,
we'll just
Jinx
leave
and
the Reverend telling us what
Skylarking
Sunday
and
means to him for a minute, because it's a chance to hear the radioactive rep. In fact, it's more than a chance, it's a positive risk. Here they are with a special production with a religious flavour, Murder Up the Rectory.
Isn't it looking lovely?
Yes, look at those flowers. Blooming dahlias, aren't they? Look at those flowers blooming. Dahlias, aren't they?
That's right. Wait a minute. I can hear a car.
Yes. Oh, look, it's revolting. It's Reverend Holting.
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
You seem down in the dumps, Reverend.
Yes, I am, I'm afraid.
What's the problem, Reverend?
Call me James, please.
Right. You are James. Right you are, James.
Well, it appears a young man was stabbed 3 times in the rectory. In the rectory gardens. Sometime between the hours of 9 o'clock and lo! And 10.
Weren't you there around that time, Reginald?
No, I'm afraid you must be mistaken.
But according to the rector, Reginald, you left at around Lotterlow. At around 10 to 10.
Yes. Yes. Well, maybe I did now you mention it. Good Lord, is that the time I'd better be going?
Reginald, come back!
Yes, what is it?
This is Detective Sergeant Butcher.
That's right, I am. Are you Reginald Gormley?
Yes, I'm an inspector. I am inspector.
I suggest you come with me, young man.
Very...
With me, young man.
Very well. But before I go... I'd just like to inform you that I've just swallowed poison and will be dead within 2 minutes. 20 minutes.
Oh, no, Reggie! How could you?
There won't be any need for those handcuffs, Inspector. There's no point in handcuffing a dying man.
That was Murder Up the Repertory, a radioactive rectory production. You can swap that around in the editing, can't you?
It's time for... Hit it! A commercial break!
Hello, Apple.
Hello, pastry.
You know, I think we go really well together, Apple.
So do I, pastry.
In fact, I think we go so well together, Apple,
Yes, pastry?
that I think we should have some rampant sex together in an unusual position, Apple.
Righto, pastry.
Right.
Ooh.
Yes, new Apple turnovers. Available now from Mr. Coupling.
Out now on Cortel, The Hymn Parade, the first ever compilation album of hymns you can boogie to. Great hymns for you to savour, or should it be saviour? Yes, you'll praise him when he buys you the Hymn Parade. It's some record. That's what I call tacky. Welcome back to the big sound of God alone knows. Well, we're all having a splendid time this morning, as usual, but for the moment, let's briefly return to the boring old subject of religion. Some items about underwear coming up soon, honest kids. Now, there are thousands of different religions in the world, you know, but the wonderful thing is that when you look closely at them, they're all basically the same. And with me now is the Reverend Terence Bland. Hello.
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 Hello. Who is from the Church of the Mildly Ecclesiastical. Also joining us is Afshin Khalid, who is an Islamic fundamentalist from the Shiite Muslim militia.
Followers, I reject your customs and I spit on your decadent clothing.
And hello to you. Now, Afshin, what is the fundamental platform of your beliefs?
We believe in the total overthrow of Western values and the worldwide domination of Islam.
Reverend Bland?
Well, our beliefs are very similar, really. We believe in spreading the word of God and holding jumble sales.
Apologies now for Martin Brown's Guess the Weight of the Church font competition, which didn't go down too well with the church elders. Perhaps it would have been better if he hadn't chosen something that was cemented to the floor and required a mechanical digger to get it out of the church. Anyway, he's still down in Stamford Chumley, and we can rejoin him now.
There are many buildings of interest around churches. The vicarage, where the vicar lives, the rectory, where the rector lives, and the manse, where a man lives. Who has something to do with churches.
What is the hottest show in town? God alone knows. God alone knows. What should you listen to if you're feeling down? God alone knows. God alone knows. What is a Sunday, not a Sunday without? God alone knows. God alone knows. What is the universe and life all about? God alone knows. God alone knows. God alone knows. God alone knows.
Welcome back, kids. Don't touch that dial. You know, it's all very easy, isn't it, to say that religion is an esoteric ecclesiastic anachronism. But really, it's not that simple. I don't think we should forget that, because it's too easy to forget, isn't it? We go to church each week and pray, but we must never forget what it is we're saying in our broth. So, what does religion mean? I don't know how many of you have asked yourself this question, because I'm not a mind reader, so there's no way I could possibly know, is there? But if you do look it up, you'll find the word religion is derived from the Old English word religion, meaning religion. And I think that very neatly sums it up.
Now you don't go out Sunday morning. You got to heed the Reverend's warning. He say you got to listen to your radio. And what the reason is, God alone knows.
Well, Radioact is really entering into the spirit of things. Some might even say the holy spirit of things. But not me. And to show how seriously we're taking it, we've commissioned a new adaptation of the New English Bible. And the person Sir Norman, our chairman, chose to tackle this enormous task was the only person who volunteered for a modest 90% of the profits, none other than Honest Ron.
Honest Ron, the others are a con. Honest.
Hello. Now, Ron, some reviewers have criticised the new translation for straying too far from the original text.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
Yes. One cites as an example, and Jesus said, "One of you shall betray me." Mm-hmm. And they all shifted nervously in their seats and cried, "Not me, Jesus, old son."
Yeah. Son of God, you see.
All right, well, how about your description of the nativity?
Yeah.
And there were nearby shepherds watching their flocks by night. Yeah. And an angel did appear unto them, saying, "Glory to God in heaven, and on earth peace to all men." And the shepherds were frankly gobstruck. Didn't know what to do, poor things.
Yeah, well, I mean, they must have been, mustn't they, eh?
I mean, they may have been considerably surprised, but whether or not they were gobstruck is rather less certain.
Well, you know, like,
it brings it to life more, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, maybe I do think you've gone rather too far with some of your Old Testament translations. And the Lord said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God, you can see it for bloody miles.
No, that's just to grab people's attention at the start, you see.
But what about your version of the Ten Commandments, then?
Oh, yeah, what's wrong?
Thou shalt not nick.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not knock off. In either sense of the word. Thou shalt keep Sundays free. Thou shalt not be Buddhists or any of that weird stuff. Yeah. Thou shalt not say, "Oh hell, oh Lord, for God's sake," and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not listen to the Beastie Boys. And thou shalt not support Arsenal. Thou shalt not shag your mate's missus. And thou shalt not do it doggy style.
Yeah, well, it brings you out to date more, you know, like the pictures on the front there. You know?
Yes, that was the other thing I was going to talk to you about.
Yeah?
This picture of Mary Magdalene.
Well, what about it?
Well, what makes you think she'd be wearing a miniskirt, no knickers, and scratching her bum with a tennis ball?
Well, as always on God Alone Knows, we're going to finish up by reading your lovely letters. So once again, it's a chance for us to dip into our post bag. Arnold Forrester of Guildford has a timely reminder of one of the pillars of Christian wisdom.
Dear Reverend Wright, God is love, says the Bible.
And he goes on.
People who don't realise this deserve to be electrocuted and buried in unconsecrated ground.
Thank you for all your kind letters, and see you all again. When? Well, God alone knows.
Radioactive was performed by Helen Atkinson Wood, Angus Deaton, Geoffrey Perkins, Philip Pope, and Michael Fenton Stevens. Song by Philip Pope and Michael Fenton Stevens. The programme was written by Angus Deaton and Geoffrey Perkins. The producer was David Tyler.
And now on Radioactive, the first part of Nigel Pry's new language course, Buongiorno Deutschland. Bavarian Spanish for beginners, as spoken in the foothills of the Côte d'Azur. This week, Nigel concentrates on the verb post office, as well as declining the adjective sofa and conjugating coffee stains on a tablecloth.